Hi, I'm Annie. Contact information is in the description. Today I want to talk about putting the emphasis on developing resilience more than developing a positive mental attitude or positive visualization. One of the best books that I read in 2022 is called The Antidote: Happiness for People Who Can't Stand Positive Thinking. This is by Oliver Burkeman. It's such a fantastic book. I can't really cover all of the amazing points in one video, so I'm just going to talk about one passage, but in general, he really explores the pitfalls and the toxic nature of putting the emphasis on always having a positive mental attitude and seeking after happiness. Happiness is an elusive thing, and it's like the act of seeking happiness that causes us to be unhappy, ironically. And there is sort of like a happy medium that you can strike. And I'm not saying never use visualization or positive mental attitude in order to roll through life. I'm just saying be aware of the pitfalls. This book explores this beautifully. I highly recommend it. If you're someone who's just like a little bit rankled by all of the love and light positivity, so what Berkman would call the cult of positivity, just this popular strategy of just so fervently evangelizing positivity, it can actually be detrimental. And in terms of living a satisfied, contented, intentional life, it just really isn't the right tool all the time. So this one passage in the book that I want to talk about, it really kind of encapsulates that idea that building resilience is actually more valuable for overall happiness in life than always having positive visualizations and a positive mental attitude. So in the passage, he's talking about how reassuring a friend can actually exacerbate anxiety. When you reassure your friend that the worst case scenario that he fears probably won't occur, you inadvertently reinforce his belief that it would be catastrophic if it did. So, for example, if your dog gets hit by a car and your dog is in surgery and you're at the veterinary office, you don't know how long the dog's going to be in surgery, you don't know if he'll ever walk again, or even if he'll live, if he'll wake up from the surgery. That's pretty shitty. That's a shitty scenario. So you call your friend and your friend rushes to the waiting room at the vet's office just to sit with you and give you some support. And then your friend proceeds to effusively pile on this sugarcoating that your dog's going to be okay. He's going to be fine. He's going to wake up. He's going to live another day. He'll be playing fetch again by next week. He's going to be fine. Well, maybe he's not going to be fine. Maybe your dog's going to die. But that doesn't mean that you're not going to be okay. Dogs do die. People die. We get cancer. There's car wrecks. All kinds of challenges happen in life. Layoffs. Oh, you won't get laid off. Oh, that's not. Oh, the boss isn't going to lay you off. You're too valuable. It's not going to happen. What are the chances? Well, statistically, somebody's going to get laid off, and it might be you. For no fault of your own. It's just these things happen. So when we rush in to say, oh, that's not going to happen. Surely that won't happen. Surely mom's not going to die. Surely you won't be the one to get cancer, or you have cancer, and surely you're going to survive. You're going to be the one. This chemo is going to work. It's going to work. I do understand the value in having positive mental attitude, and like if you're undergoing something like a cancer treatment and going through chemo, then it is good to maintain this positive image of healing and being okay. But you have to be aware of the pitfalls of that line of thinking as well. Resilience is a much better tool. If you build up your resilience, then it's an understanding that life is full of ups and downs. Really challenging things happen. Dogs die, parents die, partners die. These things happen. And always immediately rushing in to put this mental warm blanket around your mind saying like, oh, it'll be okay. That's not going to happen to me. My husband's never going to die. My dog's not going to die. Then you're not building that resilience of being okay when bad shit does happen. So we rush in to comfort our friends in this way, saying it's okay, he's going to pull through, everything's going to be fine, even though we don't know it, when maybe we should have a little bit more emphasis on the resilience of the person who is experiencing the anxiety. I don't know the outcome of this surgery, but I know that you will be okay. If your dog doesn't wake up from the surgery, that's going to be hard. That's going to be a grieving process. And if that happens, I'll be there for you throughout that grieving process. But I know that you will be okay. Best case scenario, your dog will wake up and he'll be fine. And that'll be so happy. But if he doesn't, no matter what, I'm there for you. And I know that you're strong enough to handle this. You see the difference saying, that terrible thing is not going to happen. Surely that's not going to happen. Versus saying, I know you are strong enough to handle whatever comes your way. We will get through this together. That's building resilience instead of relying on this sugar-coated bullshit, this like fantasy land. And like, I'm not completely knocking positive visualization because I use it too, but there just are some pitfalls to it. And we need like a well-rounded approach. Some positive mental attitude and visualization can be really great, but you know, another pitfall is when your visualization is far, far, far beyond your actual reality. Like you're visualizing too high. You know, you're living in a gutter and you're telling yourself, I'm a millionaire. I'm visualizing that I'm a millionaire. It's like there's too much cognitive dissonance. Millionaire's way, way up here and I'm in the gutter. So you have to be really careful how you like level up your visualizations because it's just a trap. It's more helpful to take these, you know, baby steps. That was another point that was emphasized in the book. I won't get into that here because like I said, there is just so much amazing stuff to explore in this book. I highly recommend it if you're somebody who is a little bit rankled by that toxic positivity culture that's really, you know, shoved down our throats these days. I think this book offers a much more rational approach and explores, you know, mindfulness and stoicism and building resilience and some of these tools that are actually a lot more appropriate than visualization and positivity.